Chanel 24K or fall winter collection is up on the website, so let's review the best pieces. Please guys, stay with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oksana. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today I want to review Chanel fall winter collection with you. The pieces that I like the most, or at least I think they somewhat deserve the attention, and some of the key points that I want to bring out that kind of strike me not the wrong way, but makes me think of what actually Chanel trying to do with their collections, with their handbags, with their future for that matter. So let's start it. But before we proceed, if this first time ever you clicked on one of my videos, please consider subscribing, maybe potentially liking this video, sharing with your friends, because it's absolutely cost you nothing, but it's definitely gonna promote my video to the people who might be potentially interested in Chanel or generally in love with the handbags, fashion, and all those goodies. So let's start it. So I'm going to be kind of glancing on the pictures that I have on my cell phone, and then obviously I'm going to add somewhere over here pictures and comment what I think of the specific collection and specific items. So first and most, what I want to mention that I noticed this season there is lots and lots of Sherling, and I really love it. Just recently also I did review Emily in Paris and the fashion and how fashion is actually changing on Emily in Paris, and in that video also I was reviewing previous seasons, and in one of those seasons she was wearing this really cute Sherling handbag, and I said, oh my goodness, from all those handbags that she was wearing in all 4 seasons I believe right now, Emily in Paris, that is my absolute favorite. And this season they came up also with the Sherling flap. I'm gonna put pictures right there, and I believe they came up with the 2 different sizes. They came up with the mini size that's kind of like more squarish shape per se, not quite completely square but a little bit more squarish, and just regular rectangular shape, which is kind of a little bit between small and medium per se size. And I love that there is a combination of the Sherling and the leather, and it's absolutely gorgeous piece. It's the cutest things ever. I love that somehow they were able to do the quilting even on the Sherling itself. It looks like it's a specific shaving on the Sherling leather to achieve this kind of diamond shape. Absolutely love it, absolutely love it. One more striking thing that it doesn't have that seasonal stamping on the CC logo, so it looks like it's a classic piece. Again, it's quite hard to get any information from Chanel website, sadly, because frankly some of the pictures I pulled from the Chanel website, and some of the pictures, believe it or not guys, I actually got it from Instagram. It's funny to admit, and I would say maybe even sad to admit, but on the Instagram it's quite often you get even more visual pictures than you can get from the website about the new collection. So anyway, as I mentioned, this is the number 1, kind of like a classic style piece. Then the next one is of course Deauville. Oh my goodness, I love that piece of handbag. I believe it's in a size small. I actually have Deauville size small in my collection, but it's obviously kind of more summery. It's combination of a beige and light blue color, and I love that handbag for summer. And how I can recognize that it's a small size, because it has those kind of little bit of the leather detailing at the end of the chains. I'm gonna maybe kind of magnify that you can see what I'm actually talking about. Love, 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 love this combo. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I didn't even check the price. If I would check the price, I will put it over here, somewhere over here. But I mean, I'm absolutely positive that the price will be exorbitant. Like, it would be like really, really crazy price. But I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a classy piece. And I love that mostly it's actually the Sherling leather, not the part that it's actually on the fur part, because you know the fur part could get dirty much faster. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it's definitely durable leather, because I had several Sherling coats in my life, keeping in mind that I came from my background from Russia, and you know we wear lots and lots of Sherling. It's really durable material. It will last you for years, especially if you take care of it properly. Absolutely love this piece. Then I believe there is also few kind of seasonal pieces, but this seasonal piece I believe I saw previously in one of the previous collection. It's a seasonal one, but it's repeat style. I don't even know what's the name of this flap. If any of you know potentially what the actual proper name of this flap, please put in the comment section below. But I'm absolutely positive that this handbag with this kind of chain detailing was previously in some other like previous year's collection. Again, it came with the Sherling, and then I will gonna talk further more about this specific handbag and leather. So this is another piece in Sherling. I believe also they came up with the Sherling piece in Chanel 22. So I'm gonna put picture of Chanel 22. I believe it's a mini or small. I think it's a mini, but I'm absolutely positive the small or regular size will be available as well. So lots and lots of Sherlings, that's for sure. So the next things I kind of wanna bring to your attention, it's a classic flaps. And believe me, it's been ages when I saw so many classic flaps on the runway and on the website. It looks like this season they are really pushing classic flap, and I know why, because obviously the prices are so crazy up there that nobody wants to buy the classic flap. Not because you don't want to buy it, but because it's just simply too expensive. I remember just a couple of months maybe ago, I was at Chanel boutique and I tried Chanel small classic flap in caviar in dark gray with the gold hardware. Such a beautiful combo. In any other time it would have fly off the shelf, but it was available, and I asked actually to hold it for me for several days, and it was all accommodated. So like, I mean, you can see that the prices are so high that very few people are actually willing to drop that kind of money on the classic flap. Nevertheless, it's definitely something that if you're a handbag lover and you love that kind of style, like, you know, flap style of the handbag, you definitely should have it. I have my classic flap in my collection. I don't say that I use it often, but it's not because I don't like it per se, but it's more because, first and foremost, because it's not fully crossbody. I can still put it kind of a little bit high as a crossbody, but it would be really nicer if the chain would be at least a couple of inches longer, then it would sit kind of high, but possibly nice crossbody bag. And nowadays we are always on the go, we are kind of run. It would be really nice to have it as a crossbody, because of course it's nice to have it on the shoulders, but still from the shoulders it could slip if you are traveling, like, you know, potentially somebody pulls off your shoulders. So it's not as convenient as if it would have been a crossbody. This is the reason number one why I'm not using my classic flap as often. And the second, and I think it's more prominent reason, is because I know for a fact there is no way I could buy brand new classic flap from the boutique right now, because it's so expensive. So I'm trying to preserve it as much as possible, so it's gonna stay in kind of almost like brand new condition. Anyway, as I said, this season there's so many classic flaps, so many beautiful color, pinks, grays, multicolors, in tweed, obviously multicolors. Again, beautiful kind of burgundy deep wine color, my favorite. I'm still trying to get my burgundy bag from the Chanel. So there is lots and lots of classic flaps, so kind of really up there. So keeping the theme of the classic flaps, I noticed also that they keep bringing back that kind of caramel dark beige color. And again, this season they brought with the what do you call that, with the bowl. I forgot what is the name of that specific one, Chanel bowl or Chanel something, I don't remember. Guys, if you remember the name with that bowl, write it down, with that adjustable bowl, write it down in the comment section. Again, lots and lots of caramel, or sometimes people call it dark beige. A previous season I got myself dark beige rectangular mini. I'm so glad that I got that bag. Such a classy shape, of course, and classy color. And I noticed also in that color the Chanel 22, obviously the classic flaps, the minis, I believe obviously some seasonal handbags, but there is lots and lots of caramel. Again, they still riding on that caramel horse because they know that it was so popular. So let's talk about Chanel Coco handle. I had 3 Chanel Coco handles in my collection and I sold them all. Not because I don't like the handbag. I actually love the handbag, but I think that the construction of that handbag is done not in the best way. I truly believe that divisions that they have in the middle totally unnecessary, and it looks like because the front section of the bag is much larger and much easier to access, you kind of mostly loading everything at the front, almost loading absolutely nothing at the back, and the bag is always tilting forward. And even if you're not gonna put anything in the front compartment and trying to load everything at the back compartment to just kind of balance the bag, it's still kind of tilting forward. So I didn't really like that, and I find that on the size mini, I think now they call it size small, previously it was mini, chain is too short because I think the bag is really small and it could be really nice options as a crossbody bag, but apparently they did it with very short chain, which is not to my liking. Anyway, this season, what do you think? They're coming up with Chanel Coco handle clutch. It's obviously not a handbag, it's in the small leather goods section, and here's the note: it doesn't have a division. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. If it's in such a tiny bag they're gonna do the division, it would be really silly. My humble opinion, it would be really silly, but it doesn't have any division. To me it looks more balanced when it doesn't have this division. Even on the picture you can see that it's standing kind of upright. Of course it's in caviar, and they're coming with so many different colors like black, pink, I think there is a blue, gray if I'm not mistaken, and maybe a few more colors. And of course the price is somewhat reasonable. I believe it's about 4,600 Canadian, which is obviously under 4,000 US. And nowadays it's really good price for Chanel. It's really even strange to say, but it really looks like a good price for Chanel. And I think this is the items that will be extremely popular. My personal opinion, I think it will be extremely popular. Another kind of caviar handbags that I think will be popular, in my humble opinion, it's It's a seasonal piece. It's I don't know how to call it. It's obviously flap. It has a 3 different division inside. It has Mona Lisa smile on the back. It has stationary top handle, and I believe it has removable shoulder strap. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's a removable shoulder strap. And they're coming up with the, again, all classic Chanel colors like black, pink. I believe also it comes in that beautiful wine burgundy color, which is absolutely gorgeous, one of my favorite one. So yeah, I think that bag will be very, very popular. Another seasonal caviar bag, and I saw already some people kind of like really speak highly of this handbag. I'm not quite sure, because it looks like a classic. It almost looks like a classic flap, but without quilting. It's in caviar, and I noticed nowadays if Chanel launches something and they wanted kind of assurance that it will do well, they do it in caviar, because Chanel doesn't really produce caviar right now as much. So pretty much anything, even if it's a seasonal handbag, if it's in caviar, oh, ooh la la, everybody kind of wanna buy it. I think it's a nice piece to have in your collection, especially if say money is no objection, because this one is almost 7,800 Canadian before taxes. So obviously with the taxes and everything, it's about 8,500. To me, it's absolutely stupid price. I mean, it's a beautiful leather, it's caviar, it's beautiful structure, beautiful chain, but I mean, it's just a piece of leather. We all know that Chanel has this kind of like signature quilting, and obviously it's an extra work to do that quilting. I mean, it's a nice bag, but I personally think it's a little bit overpriced. If it would have been 1,000 less, then I would say, oh, it's really good deal, you know, because if you're comparing this handbag and even classic mini, the classic mini would be 1,000 less, but it's gonna have all the quilting, like, you know, all the classic elements. Why would you buy this bag only because it's in caviar? Here again, bringing my points, if Chanel wanna sell something, they just simply do it in caviar. Anyway, still, it's a nice option, especially if you want to get something durable, and they're coming up with several different colors, again in black, in burgundy. I really love it again in burgundy, but it's just my personal love for burgundy. Beautiful, beautiful blue color. It's almost kind of what do you call that, baby blue in Hermes. I forgot that blue color in Hermes. If I will remember, I will put it somewhere over here. It reminds me of that color, again in beautiful baby pink, again burgundy, and I believe it's even in yellow, but I could be wrong. Nice options if you want to add caviar handbag to your collection. So let's talk about this seasonal piece. As I said, I previously already show this seasonal piece in Sherling, but in a small size, where the chain is kind of shoulder length. This chain shows that it's obviously crossbody, it's a mini bag, and it's in leather. Again, to me, it's almost repeat style of the seasonal handbag. And with Chanel, it's quite often what they do, they try some kind of seasonal piece. If it really gains popularity, then a couple of seasons after, sometimes could be a year after, they bring this piece again and they see how it performs for the second time. And then clearly, if the piece is getting popularity, then they start bringing more and more in the different seasons. So it looks like this is really nice options. The chain is something totally different, like those almost like a CC all over, and you can see that woven effect through the CC. Really love it. It's simple, it's classy, it's absolutely you know, Chanel through and through, and it's something different. So it's not just a simple Chanel chain, it's just a little bit different. So I really like this seasonal piece. The other seasonal piece that kind of getting enough attention, it's kind of almost like utility style camera bag, and they bring it in so many different colors. Again, the black, the burgundy, all these seasonal colors. It's cute. I personally think they overdid with so many pockets on the side. It would be okay to have either back pocket or the front pocket, but to me it's I don't know, it just like too many that it loses that kind of charm, or the kind of like spontaneous elements of the handbag. Cute. Would I, you know, run into the store tripping over myself to buy this bag? Even though I love burgundy color, I love the chains. I love how the chains are actually going through the grommets. So really durable, really durable. I think they a little bit overdid it with these pockets. I know what they're trying to achieve, some kind of utility style, but to me it's a little bit overdone. Could be one of the really opinions that not popular, but it's my opinion. Again, if you're looking for some kind of utility style, something really cool, why not? Otherwise, I don't see it. I don't really see it. To me, it's a little bit too much. For me personally, it's a little bit too much. Another point also about Chanel 22 handbag. As I said, this season they are bringing in the Sherling, but I think there is so many bags they are bringing in the Sherling, and they are bringing in caviar leather. What do you think? Again, I think because the popularity of Chanel 22 is dropping, because of the quality issue with Chanel 22 the handbag, what they decide to do? Bring it in caviar, and the moment they bring it in caviar, everybody wants it. So, but saying all that, it really looks nice. I love also the detailing on the Chanel, not the logo, actually Chanel writing. It looks like also like a caviar detailing. It's not really a caviar, but it's almost looking like a caviar. Very cute piece, definitely a cute piece. And again, if you're after Chanel 22 and you want to add to your collection, it's a good season to add it to your collection. Then it looks like there is quite a bit of east-west style this season. This handbag, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Again, I got it from the Instagram. I don't even know the who is the provider of the picture. I wish if I could kind of add the credits, but I cannot read that. And it looks like it's coming in rose gold. It looks like it's coming in rose gold, and the twist lock, when you are twisting, you can actually remove each of the CC apart. Really cool design. There is another one that almost looking like Lady Diana handbag. One of them, I believe, in the clutch section in a small SLG, and another one even in the bags, but I could be wrong. As you know, guys, it's always not enough information on the website. I think that could be a really nice option as well. One of my absolute favorite this season is this, they call it just a box bag, but I don't know what you call this, kind of like a clutch kiss lock on top. Such a cool bag. I really love it. I love everything. I love also that they actually bring in the dark blue brown color. It's not easy to make dark brown color fashionable, because it's very easy to make, I don't know, a black or pink or beige or gray or I don't know, even the burgundy kind of stylish looking handbag. Dark brown color is not easy to style. Dark brown color is not easy also to make it looking kind of young. And I'm giving kudos to Chanel to actually bring this handbag in brown color. I believe it also comes in beautiful, again, burgundy, black, this brown, and I believe also in caramel, if I'm not wrong. Really love it. I love all the details. I love the simplicity. The only one thing I wish if it's not in lambskin, because you know, it would be really nicer to have it at least in calfskin. Nevertheless, really love simplicity of the kiss lock, because quite often the kind of almost like a camera style handbags or a vanity boxes style of the handbags, they often bring with a zipper. And I really love that it's a kiss lock. It's very, very practical piece, easy to get access, and really stylish, really stylish. I personally love this piece very much. From the seasonal unique pieces, if you collect these pieces, this year they did a popcorn cup or popcorn basket, if I could say. Really cute piece. Definitely, if you're a collector, you want to have it in your collection. I'm not a collector, and I'm not the one who gonna be after this handbag, because I know for a fact it's going to be really expensive. From the evening bag, I really like this piece. It's again in absolutely looking like a classic piece, but with the imitation of the pearls, with the crystals. Really love this bag, especially if you want some kind of evening piece. It's a gorgeous piece for the evening. One thing I want to point out, I usually don't talk really much about costume jewelry, but this season, and I'm gonna put a picture over here, I noticed that Chanel bringing more and more of the full metal pieces, and I think, and I could be wrong, but you know, last few years Chanel had a major problems with the quality issue with costume jewelries, when the pearls and the stones and the crystals are falling out. So this time, not that they didn't do anything with the crystals, yes they did with the crystals and with the pearls, but there is a major emphasis on the just the full metal pieces and layering of quite large metal pieces. It's almost kind of not quiet, but a little bit of almost like kind of like a gypsy style, if I may. And I like it how it's also presented on the runway, just a simple black up high neck and lots of layering of the necklaces. I guess that's about it. That's my favorite pieces. I hope I didn't forget anything. Let me just see. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. It's about Chanel mini top handle. This season they're coming up with the patent leather. Patent leather, it's you know, you either love it or you hate it, because patent leather, it has its own pluses and minuses. It's quite durable if you live, let's say, in kind of rainy climate. You shouldn't be worried about rain, versus let's say if you have a lambskin. But if you kind of put in marking on that leather, and let's say if it's in this kind of like dark beige color, those marking almost impossible to remove from this leather, like literally impossible to remove. So if you're planning to get patent leather, I highly advise you to get in black color. But even in black, if it's going to be a white mark, and it will be really hard to remove. And I saw also it's in gorgeous burgundy color. It looks so cool in burgundy color. But myself personally, I'm not really much of the patent leather. I could be changing my mind when I'm gonna see the pieces in person, but as per today, I'm not really running after the patent leathers. So that's about it, guys, for today. Let me know what is your favorite pieces this season. Are you planning to buy anything this season, or you're completely keeping in mind what's the prices of Chanel? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's about it for today. If you're still here with me all the way to the end of the video, thank you so very much, and I will see you on my next one. Bye bye.